Could you briefly introduce yourself and do a brief summary of your manuscript?
Yeah. So my name is Rodrigo. I am 30 years old. I was born in Portugal, close to Lisbon. Lived there for most of my life. Then started moving around through Europe. A couple of years ago, went to Brussels. Was for a while working in the Committee of the Regions. Then had a little brief moment through France, and got caught up with all the COVID craziness in there. And then I ended up moving into the UK, to London. I am a video game programmer on my day-to-day life. And when I'm not working on that, I do enjoy writing. I do enjoy the challenge of writing. I do love a little bit of world building and to imagine how the world is influenced by all its externalities of everything and how would people react in that world. And I like to write about these scenarios that sometimes are very close to us, but we don't think about them in the same way. And I think writing does help to bring these ideas into people's minds. And I got into writing this manuscript. It was almost as a challenge for me. I for a while I wanted to write a short story, but I could never find a topic, a theme, something to kick me in. And one day I was just like scrolling through Instagram and I got this, oh, send us here your short story, your fantasy short story. And I was just like, okay, let's do it. Let's try it. I have to admit, I had to rewrite a lot of things because I misread the the initial constraints, and I thought it was 6,000 words and not 6,000 characters, something like that. So when I got to 3,000 words, I was like, let me just reread the rules. And then I was like, oh. So cutting a lot of things. It was a very nice challenge. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, as for the theme, I also really liked it, and I tried to take a different approach as I thought most people would. I'm not sure if I really did it or not because I haven't read the other manuscripts. But as in thinking of the future, I decided not to go to very far away places, to any other planets or anything. I just decided to stay here on Earth, on what we are used to, and approach it through something that we are all well accustomed with, which is our growing up into adulthood, into our not knowing what the future is for us, and mixing that with a new future and what the new future of our planet is, and how we take it, and um, how we design this new world, and see it through the eyes of someone that is also going into their new future and trying to decide what she is going to go and do. It was very nice. It was challenging, but I really had a lot of fun writing it. And yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay. And afterwards, how would you describe your experience after writing this manuscript and participating in the Movies Award ceremony and so on?
It was quite interesting. To be fair, I started just with the challenge of writing something, and also to tie into something. As I started to write, I also started reading a little bit more into the project, and which also changed a little bit of my writing, especially in with the fact that you wanted something visual, something that we can pass on to, not only visual sounding, with a lot of the senses brought up to people. Because when you write, sometimes you can just bring up from the imagination and let it be. But this is something that we want to show people in very different ways, visually, audio, feeling, senses, everything. So it was an amazing challenge. And then seeing how the project kept evolving and how things were evolving also excited me quite a lot. And I felt it was quite good to see a lot of people involved, especially in the award ceremony, and having a lot of people with a lot of enthusiasm on this new type of publishing, which is great in the end.
Oh, that's great. And with this that you've just said, how do you think Möbius will impact the publishing sector?
I think it has a lot of potential, without a doubt, because there's we are always very much accustomed to the format of the book, of the simple thing when they get some little time to sit here. But more and more, for instance, have tons of friends that have actually given up on the book and went straight into audio books, and that's how they consume their storytelling. And storytelling should not only be limited to the pages written in the paper book. It is a storytelling, is how before we told it mouth to mouth around the fireplace or somewhere, then we put it into writing, into paper. Now we have something else to put it into words on the headphones. uh, I guess this is exactly it, is exploring where we're going to go with our publishing of our stories, of our storytelling, and of our sharing experiences in life. So it was quite exciting to see that this is the work that Mobius is doing, and to actually be part of it and to try and put a story up for it was quite exciting as well. So I hope the potential lives up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure about that, and we will keep you all updated about the Mobius project and the Mobius book. That, yeah, we'll see. And okay, Rodrigo, I think that will be all.